Now, though, it's time for E24 with Andy May.
Good evening. Robert De Niro's been talking to us about his latest movie. We'll be hearing what he has to say shortly. First, though, it was just under a year ago Rhydian was up against Leon and just missed out on winning the X Factor. Now you can finally hear his unmistakable voice in his debut album, which has just hit the shops. The Impossible Dream is the lead single.
This is my quest to follow that star. No matter how hopeless, no matter how far, and to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for heavenly cause. And I know...
You can't miss the blonde look either, can you? Hello, Rhydian, how are you?
Very well, thanks, Andy.
Are you pleased with the album?
You know, I'm delighted. I'm so glad that people are taking it well and buying it, and it's my dream has come true. It's
The Impossible Dream, does that sum up
Well,
your,
that's why that song's so good
journey?
for me, because it's almost autobiographical, you know, and looking back over my 18 months, it certainly has been an impossible dream that has come possible and true, and, you know, I'm just delighted, because the reason why I spent 12 months on the album is to get it just right, and to use the right arrangers, the right producers, and I think we've got it right. I'm really, really proud with the result.
What have Simon and the team had to say about it?
Well, Simon's, I saw him the other day at X Factor, and he gave me a cuddle, which was quite nice. Bit of affection from Simon Cowell.
That's a bit rare, isn't it?
But, yeah, he's pleased, I'm pleased, and I just hope people at home enjoy the album as much as I've enjoyed making it.
You were back on X Factor last weekend, back in that studio. What was it like going back there?
Well, first of all, very, very privileged to go back, because I was runner-up last year, and normally the winner comes back, but it's a first for a runner-up. So, yeah, I enjoyed myself, slightly apprehensive.
Yeah.
You could feel a tension there,
Yeah.
and I felt for the competitors.
But it must have felt good as well to be back.
Oh,
on,
yeah,
back
completely,
on the stage,
you know, and many great artists have graced that stage as a guest, so I was very honoured to be back.
One of those guests coming up this weekend is Britney Spears. How do you think she'll do? It's her first gig in the UK for some time.
Exactly, and it's an amazing coup for the X Factor to have somebody of that calibre on that stage. I bet you the audience is going to be thrilled. I mean, I can't wait to see her.
And aside from Rhydian, the album, what else is Rhydian up to at the moment?
Well, it's been a very busy year. I've been in America and Sweden, but coming up is my tour. So at the start of 2009, well, not at the start, in April and throughout May, I'm going on a live tour around the whole of the UK. So I can't wait for that.
Good luck with trying to sleep.
Yeah, very little sleep. But you know what, Andy, I'm doing what I always dreamt of doing, and the people at home have been so kind to me over the course of the past year. You know, it could have gone any one of two ways for me.
Well, a lot of people thought you should have won.
Shouldn't really say that, but well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't disappointed on the night.
Yeah.
You know, because I felt I let the people down who voted for me. But you know, everything happens for a reason, and my life's worked out really, really well. So yeah, it's a new chapter for me. X Factor was the opening, and it taught me a lot about media and the television and the music industry in a very short period of time. But now it's onward and upward, hopefully. So.
Well, good to see you anyway.
Thank you, man. You too.
Rhydian, thank you very much for coming in. Rhydian Roberts here on BBC News. You're watching E24, a look at some of the other big stories around today. Graham Norton's expecting harsh reviews when he stars in The West End. The TV presenter will appear as drag artist Zaza in La Cage aux Folles between January 19th and April the 25th. Norton's joked that it's a late Christmas present for theatre critics. Now, do you remember this street? Brookside Close was once a rival to Coronation Street and Albert Square, but it's expected to fetch less than £600,000 at auction. The 17 red brick houses in Croxteth, Liverpool, are being sold together. And finally, a film that portrays the life of a Hollywood film director. Robert De Niro stars in what you might call a rollercoaster ride of highs and lows. He's teamed up with veteran producer Art Linson to produce What Just Happened. Here's our entertainment correspondent, Lizo Mazimba.
OK, that's it. Here we are. Let's go.
Robert De Niro plays an under-pressure filmmaker.
I'm trying to get Bruce 3 times. I can't get him on the phone.
In this story, loosely based on the real-life experiences of his friend, producer Art Linson.
I start shooting on Friday.
You don't have much time.
I know I'm running out of time. I don't know what to do.
He says the things his character goes through are closer to the truth than people imagine.
It's all based on real things, and even some of the characters who it's written about, they're kind of very present and proud, it seems to me, of how they've been portrayed, even in a kind of a negative way.
Some people will look at this movie and say it must be an exaggerated view of Hollywood, while others will say you've probably had to tone things down. I mean, how accurate is it?
It's very accurate. I mean, there are times where I actually had to tone things down. I mean, it is definitely, it's very, very funny, but it's very, very truthful.
Hunter S. Thompson once said to me, "Bruce, my boy, the movie business is a cruel and shallow money trench where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs." And then he added, "There's also a negative side."
And the team behind What Just Happened hope that as well as entertaining audiences, it will also give them a unique insight into what the world of filmmaking can really be like.
Who's the actor in the Flores movie?
Brad Pitt.
He's in? 100%.
Lizo Mazimba, BBC News.
Well, that's all the entertainment news for now. You can get more online, bbc.co.uk/news. Back over to you, Sophie.
Andy, thanks very much indeed. Well, Mariam is with us now.